Hello, Miss Stokes here, and in this video I want to show you how to make simple monotypes at home using some basic materials from around the house. Firstly, I collected lots of non-absorbent surfaces, so something that is plastic, like a plastic wallet, a folder, cling film wrapped around a piece of card. Here I've wrapped it around an old sketchbook or a book, or even like a cereal box on the shiny side of the printed surface will work and won't absorb the paint that you're going to apply on top to help you create your print. So when you've got your chosen surface, I use the cling film over at the back of a sketchbook. I squirt some paint and then I'm going to use a paintbrush to smear that all over the surface to cover it. After doing this, I'm then going to start to use different tools to create marks and scratch away the paint. The reason why we're using a shiny surface is because if it was an absorbent surface, it would absorb the paint and you wouldn't be able to scratch it away and it would start to dry. So you can see here I've got the end of my paintbrush creating some kind of quick, very abstract marks. You could use this method to create quite realistic drawings and spend a long time very delicately creating something. But the reason I'm creating these textured patterned papers are to use to make a sculpture, which you'll see at the end of this video. So when you've made your marks, you can get yourself a piece of sketchbook paper and lightly glide your hand over it, not pushing too hard so you don't push out all the marks that you've already created, and then gradually lift it off and it will reveal all your beautiful marks you've created. You can experiment with the different types of tools you use. As you can see here on the left hand side, I've got lots of different bits of card that I use to kind of take away the paint, and experiment with that. You can cut into card and create lots of different types of marks. You want to create big marks, small marks, stripes, spots, curved, abstract. You really want to create a whole range of marks, and then you could use these to collage into the background of paintings maybe if you used a slightly less dark colour, as I'm using black, but I quite like the starkness of the colour I've used for, obviously when we make the sculpture later it works really well. So it's up to you. You can experiment and explore all the different types of mono printing you can create. I'm also doing the printing on both sides of the piece of paper because I want to use it to be as a to make a sculpture. So as you can see there, one side has already got it and I've left it to dry the pattern, and then I've printed on the other side. So have fun creating lots of different textures and abstract marks with your mono printing, and make sure you create a whole range of paper which is printed front and back. Here's some examples of what I created. Very simple but really interesting textural marks which you could use for lots of different things. We're going to use it to create a sculpture next lesson, but you could use this for backgrounds, for painting over the top of, or just collages and things like that. I hope this has helped you to create some very simple printing at home.